Welcome to One Mic, One Soul here at the Kula Cafe in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Another exciting, soulful experience that we're about to partake in. Before we get started, I always have to give out my gratitude and big thanks first off to the Kula Cafe, James and the staff for allowing us to be here in the building. Yes, give them some love, folks. I'm gonna need some energy in the room. As well as the Kula Cafe Interfaith Neighbors, Paul McCleavy for giving us support, guidance, and helping us grow into what we are today. So give them some love as well too. Them claps need some work. We gonna get there throughout the night. And next up, man, this is more than just a mentor now. He's like I think we're certified friends now. Yeah, I think it's official, right? Yeah, we text every now and then, me, Mike. So everybody give a big shout out, thank you to Brother Dean and Dean's Natural Food Market, his wife, and everything that he does. The apples, the energy bars, the water are all in thanks to his kind donations and for believing what we stand for, man. So it's a blessing. And lastly, Asbury Park TV, and more importantly, Karen Hastings, because even though it's Asbury Park TV, she comes in here as a one-woman wrecking crew, making sure that this event looks like a Broadway play when you see it on YouTube every single month. So clap it up for Karen Hastings and Asbury Park TV and all that she does. And of course, lastly, thank you to you guys, to the people in the stands and the audience, because it wouldn't be a show without you and the poets that perform each and every Saturday. So thank y'all. Y'all pat yourselves on the back, clap it up, and yeah, you grab a seat. Oh, yeah. Like, okay, enough clapping here, people, enough clapping. But for those of you who do not know, we are Conscious Youth Development and Service, and that is short for KIDS. And our mission and purpose is to create and prepare future leaders through holistic intervention. So what do we mean by holistic intervention? We mean by helping our youth bring balance to their body, their mind, and their soul. What do we mean by the body? We're talking about their diet and nutrition. What are they consuming? How is their food impacting their every single day well-being and living? Getting physically active, more so focusing on things like the Tai Chi and the yoga, alleviating the stress while getting your body back into balance and back into shape. What do we mean by the mind? Well, we gotta realize, what are we consuming within our consciousness, from the video games that we're playing, from the TV that we're watching, from the music that we're listening to? How are these affecting how we act, how we go about our day-to-day activities, and having them reflect and analyze these things so they can release and only take what serves them, and then for one day be creators of conscious content and information that could support future communities and children at the same time as well. And lastly, the soul. What do we mean by the soul? So a big component of what we believe and stand for is focusing on the mindfulness, the heartfulness, the meditation, allowing us to have a reflection, seeing what's going on within ourselves. Because too many times, too often, that we repress the feelings and emotions that we've gone through in our life. And if we don't deal with them or find a way to release the energy that we have stored inside of our own soul, it's going to manifest itself in so many different ways. As you see the violence in the community, the drug abuse, the alcohol abuse, because these are ways that we use to cope with the pains and emotions that we're going through. So by teaching kids, not just the youth, but the community as well, how to have tools to release the stress, the anxiety, the pain, and the suffering, it will give them an opportunity to have a more fruitful life. And that is what we're trying to do here with kids in our organization. And so far, things have been absolutely beautiful, man. We've been doing a lot. How you doing, folks? Don't worry, you'll come on in. Do we have some seats in the back? Are those seats empty next to you, Sunlight? My apologies, people. I mean, sure. Yeah, can you slide down one a little bit? And I think, come on in. How we doing, mama? How you doing, Akai? Sister Sue? This is my family, by the way. It's my fiance's brother, so I apologize. Like, how did they know? But moving along as well, just giving you guys a couple of updates about what we've been doing and how beautiful things are looking. First off, number one is we had a little fundraiser event by great thanks to the support from Unique Yoga, and they ran a Karma yoga class for their yoga school graduates. And they had a fundraiser at the House of Independence on the east side of Asbury Park, where they donated all the funds to our organization. And even though it was just a big snowy weekend, they got the roads shoveled up, and they still raised $600, giving all the proceeds to our organization. So please give them a nice big ups and thank you, which allows us to do so much more. Because me and Brother Mike, we've been doing this out of our pockets and our own free will for all this time, but it is great to have the support and help to make things a lot easier. So big up to them. Also, we just started a program called Conscious Light. It is a 6-week mindfulness and heartfulness program that is, it's a film project as well, but the purpose and goal is to help these kids realize the power of mindfulness and the power of compassion and what they can do when they share their light consciously. By realizing when you find the love within your own personal self and how you could use that to surround the world around you to make it a better place. And we're making this into a film project for one specific reason, is to show people that this does work. This is an alternative option to help heal our youth and heal our community. And I think so far, we got snowed out last week, but we had a 2 weeks so far, and it's going beautiful. Karen's doing an excellent job of capturing the essence. We're doing some yoga, we're doing some mindfulness, we're doing some reflection, we're doing some journaling, and really giving our kids an outlet to express themselves in a positive way. We have 10 youth on board, we have 4 weeks left, and I look forward to sharing the film experience and how the whole journey went though. So that's another thing that we're doing. And next up too, we just received a $10,000 grant from Interfaith Neighbors. You know what I'm saying? And that is something beautiful and special. It is a 2-year grant, $5,000 to $5,000, but any money makes a difference, man. And we're really trying. It's not about me, Mike, or someone I'm going to introduce later on. It's about how we can make a difference and how we can make a change. And being that Interfaith Neighbors believes in what we're doing, and we're still waiting on incorporation, that helps us out tremendously to really have a real summer program and take and do things for these youth that's going to make them better and grow into beautiful seeds. So I'm very thankful for that. And lastly, I'm gonna call up a little bit later to talk more, but we have an official third board member, a third partner, and she has been absolutely amazing, man. She found us in the Tri-City newspaper. She sent us an email requesting how could she support out, how could she help, and since we started talking, the connection was there instantly, and she has helped us out tremendously. She has a lot of great insight, a lot of great experience working with youth, and is also a yoga instructor, and that is Irene. Can you just stand up real quick, girl? Give her a nice little clap, yes. And she's gonna talk a little bit more about like what interested and what made her want to come about this, because for these past year and a half, it's been a lot on me and Mike's shoulders. And it's been a beautiful journey, but it makes things a lot easier. We can become more efficient and more effective with what we're trying to accomplish by having that third board member. So that is our updates for this far. Now let's get this party started. First up on the mic, man, I don't know how many times people have gotten us confused for one another, but I guess it's never gonna change. Even though I feel our complexions are exact opposites at times, but the souls are just as beautiful on the inside, man. It has a powerful voice and great way to connect with y'all. Everybody give a great warm welcome for my brother, Mike, the real deal Mills. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
I tell you, man, each time, we've been doing this over a year now, but just get a little bit more nervous each time. And it's wonderful because I only started doing open mics when we started this, so it's great to be here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for allowing me to share. This poem is called Vulnerable. I'd rather have that awkward wave with no wave back than to not wave at all. I'm strong enough to withstand the embarrassment. I have fallen many times before. I will get back up. Let my wave be a symbol that my heart is open with no shame. How dare I put up walls because of society's frame? A standard picture of what is normal. But I'm here to tell you that my love cannot be contained. If I lose all else, my love is all that remains. I is all that remains. I'm unbounded by misery's chains. My intention is to wave. Why should I refrain in fear that yours aren't the same? My love does not change if your love is not the same. I will wave with no expectation of a wave back, because I have learned that unconditional love doesn't always love back. Unconditional love is all that we lack. If our love is unconditioned, then we will always wave back. My wave is a reflection of me. So when I wave to you, I only see me. It's the absence of unity that we see the division between you and me. So for all to see, I wave. No shame, no blame. I love, no attachment, no frame. I will wave again. I will love again. Thank you. So I figure I'd start off with a couple of love poems. I try to balance it out, love and fire, so fire will be later. But this next one is called Soulmate. To my soulmate, wherever you may be, let me begin by describing my feeling for your essence, your soul. I love you deeper than any achievement or college degree that you hold. Deeper than what the skin, flesh, and the bones behold, your energy is my sincerity. Our sexual orientation does not sway our parity, but clarity. Understand our connection is beyond what eyes can see. What I can see is beyond what these eyes can see. Our two eyes can see. A love deeper than our hands could reach. Universal. This movie seems to rewind, but fast forward in time, we've connected once again for a moment, this lifetime. Caution. Neither run away nor attach from this feeling, for the love of a soulmate is unmatched. Let your light be your guidance, don't steer off in defiance, don't think. Quiet your mind and just feel. The script was written long before each of us was born. Your heart has been torn, but your inner light has the power to heal. Above and beyond, our love is described in that comment song. You are the light that shines, and I will be right by your side. Close in any distance divide, I am with you even when I'm not with you. Our relationship doesn't depend on the physical. We are beyond I miss yous. We live in the present moment and let go of the past. No need to move too fast. We only have today, and tomorrow is a clear forecast. So when the time is right, let our light radiate, educate, and meditate as our souls intertwine and penetrate. Enjoy the twists and turns, ups and downs of lovers' fate. Carve it on the tree. This is my testimony when I connect with my soulmate. Thank you.
What is it about unconditional love that helps you move forward and radiate your light each and every single day? How do you find that unconditional love inside yourself when people don't give you that same respect back on a regular basis?
I mean, it's really understanding yourself, you know, and understanding that when you give, you don't always receive. You give out of your heart, not to give to receive, but not taking things personally too. Because when you feel someone else's negativity, not taking that burden on yourself, because then you just be reacting and it just becomes an endless cycle. Instead of acting, you react to their negative emotions. But when everything is unconditioned, I love you as you, not you for what you could do for me. So that's my unconditional love.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
This is my first open mic anywhere, and so I wanna.
Okay.
So I wanna thank the Kula Cafe for having us, everyone for setting this up, and everyone for being here, because we are all interbeing. Without any one of us, none of us would be here. So thank you all. And just a heads up, I did not memorize my poem, so excuse me while I read off this paper. This first poem is a poem for nature called The Celebration of Life. The leaves they fall in whistling winds of yellow light and earthly kins. The ground appears in soft hoorays, watched by squirrels in effortless gaze. The seeds they carry take the flight of nature's gift to birthing right. Thanks. This poem is called Love for All, which is why we're all here. And we all are love, of course. So, love for all. Om Mani Padme Hum, love for all sentient beings. Om Mani Padme Hum, love for you and me. Love for earth and the milky moon, love for morning, night, and noon. Love for the sun of endless light, love for every bird in flight. Love for seeds and the plants they grow, love for wind wherever it blows. Love for seas of life-giving water, love for every son and daughter. Love for time we spend together, love for every type of weather. Love for all our time spent alone, love for just how much we've grown. Love for everything that we don't know, love for everything that we let go. Love especially for the pains we feel, loving acceptance so they may heal. And this one is called What Do You See in Love? There's a lot to see. What do you see in love? I see 4 letters, some lines, a right angle, and a circle. I see thought, emotion, wisdom, and knowledge. I see the sun and moon, stars and planets. I see rivers flowing and tree branches dancing. I see pain and sorrow, joyful bliss and uncertainty. I see cows grazing and cars passing. I see stray cats, dogs playing, and children laughing. I see you and me. This is the last poem I prepared. I'm reading them faster than when I practiced. So this poem I just wrote today. So since I have time, I can give it an introduction. It's called Within, and it originally started with this mantra I came up with while I was walking my friend's dog around the lake, about thinking about how much I can do for others when I feel like I've given myself a lot. That's my first instinct. And then I kind of lose that inner peace by focusing on doing stuff out there. And so I just said to myself, when I feel peaceful, that's the embodiment of peace. So just in being that is enough. And I don't have to really try to do as much as I can other than what I can do for myself and reach inner peace, because my inner peace allows me to be peaceful everywhere I go. So I just kept telling myself, inner peace, world peace. And then I meditated for an hour and a half at my friend's house, whose dog I was walking around the lake. And towards the end, the rest kind of came. So I think I have this one memorized. It's called Within, and it goes like this. Breathe in, breathe out, observe, detach. Present moment, only moment. Self-love, infinite love. Inner peace, world peace. So.
732 area code. 732 area code, not Morse, but here's a code. I towed, flowed, till it overload of what's reaped must be sowed. All ashore, words going on tour from a heart filled with a more. What's the score? No victory till you can admit defeat. Metaphors retreat, lined up at the Last Supper ready to eat, while Jesus washes his disciples' feet, holding tears that fills God's dam. Whether you prefer jelly or jam, or you choose to walk barefoot in the sand, I'm truly the owner of a permanent tan. Poetry lines hot like summer heat wave with no fan. The anchor leg ran. This poem will detonate and explode, filled with a load of thoughts that come from a 732 area code.
Very nice.
This next poem is called Close But No Cigars. Am I close but no cigars? Jimi Hendrix without a guitar, Hank Aaron without a bat, Rosa Parks sitting docile in the back. Message that makes you bitter like black coffee, strong never diluted. Released ideas that rain like tears, starving poet always in arrears. Touching minds gives me insight to shine like a flashlight, past to lost creativity, which challenges my poetic ability. A rose grows in harmony with sunlight, a seed in the dirt, but what comes out the beautiful Mother Earth? Sunlight poetry work, metaphors that shoot like stars. When you're overlooked, the reality close but no cigars. When I do my poetry, I always give it to you in the purest form, undiluted. This right here is called the purest form. Excuse me. Purest form. Poetry in the now, words dancing on teardrops, metaphors that explore, concept derived from a soul touched by sunlight, gave my third eye extraordinary sight, the will to be the victor in any of my plights. I'm less bark, more bite, but with the tendencies to eat a poem like a great white. At times, I confess the images I paint offer realities of casualties or abnormalities lost in discarded themes, where messages wander like homeless people, lingering from dirty desires, leaving you with an effort you have to admire. So much gratitude is earth, wind, and fire. Platinum wires, sparking brain cells that thirst for wishing wells that hydrate the soul. Money is worth nothing without gold, just like the truth is bought and sold. From a youth who was taught the world was cold, so from 3D vision, from eyes of a hurricane storm that formulated in the purest form. So like the poet for now. Thank you, Asbury Park. Thank you, Kula Cafe. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings.
It's called, my poem is called Why. Why do I feel like I'm worthless when a boy say I'm ugly, stupid, or annoying? I know I'm not, but sometimes I believe them. Do I need a boy's opinion to see I'm pretty? Do I need to cheat on a test to show them I'm not stupid? Do I need to hang out with them or act like them to show them I'm not annoying? No, I don't. I used to feel like nothing, but my family and friends show me I'm something. I don't need a boy's opinion because I know I'm pretty. I don't need to cheat on a test because I know I'm smart. I don't have to hang out with them or act like them because I'm myself. I'm unique. I know why I felt like that. I felt like that because I wanted them to like me, to show them I can be the type of girl they like. I should have known better than that. I'm pretty, I'm smart, I'm unique, and that's all I can be.
I have 2 poems I'd like to share with you this evening. Also bring in some fire and love, except I'm going to start with the fire. And this one is called Origins. I live in a nation where the red, white, and blue don't have nothing to do with liberty and justice for all. Because justice is just ice that lasts a trillion to the second in hell. And I tell you, the blue reps the blues, cried by the oppressed, the red is for the bloodshed, and I stress, the white reps the so-called dominant race, so the average color of face tends to be a little bit more towards ebony, and I'm surprised they're letting me use my freedom of speech. And should I be speared? 'Cause, oops, I did it again. Running my mouth about the truth, but I'm going to heaven, 'cause in God I trust. Say it if I must. God bless America, because this godless America was built on hysteria, refounded by murder and genocide. I wish Columbus died before his mom popped him out, and the fact that he's honored makes me want to shout. God bless America, because the 11th of September made me remember why everyone hates the states, and I debate my status and pride. It's like mental masturbation, because I'm messing with my mind, messing with my head. If it weren't for America, my family would probably be dead. But as we survived our genocides, others strive to stay alive, leading my thoughts astray and causing me to say, God bless America. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of hypocrisy. To thee I think, why cover my heart with my hand and pledge allegiance to something that I don't believe. It's not that I don't understand. I just can't conceive my indifference toward my nation because its origins weren't God's creation. I never argued before today. I just went along and would say, God bless America. This melting pot's really a crock of boiling BS where a region of this country salutes the wrong flag. I wouldn't even use it as a rag, and I don't mean a nag. Well, yes, I do. Because the South should realize that slavery is supposed to be through, but this Confederate flag doesn't shout Southern pride. It shouts slavery is alive, and I shout, God bless America, the land of opportunity. Oh yeah, well, for who? Don't get me started on how open the door is for immigrants to come through. And the 4th of July is just an excuse for everyone to get drunk and act a fool while they watch fireworks by a pool. Might I add, the White House was properly named. There's no coincidental pattern to who's been famed. This ain't the land of the free and the home of the brave. It's the land where we bleed and the home of the slaves. God bless America. God bless America. God bless America. Thank you. Thank you. I actually wrote that 12 years ago, but I think it's still as relevant today as it was then. So, This new piece is actually a first for me today. I have not shared this publicly before, and it's called Resuscitation. Suffocation. Suffocated. Couldn't breathe. Covered. Smothered. Caught in a chokehold. Muffled in a muzzle. Strangled in stress. What a mess. Needed air. Needed space. Needed you. You, who arrived in and on time as I was about to flatline, placed hands over heart, performed CPR, conscious, poetic resuscitation. Our lips never even met, yet you gave me back my breath. Once strangled from strife, now brought back to life, revived and alive. From my feet to my brain, feel your chi through my veins, in tune and in sync, the frequency we think, inner light shining, radiantly beaming, fantasizing and dreaming, souls comforted and warmed, connected cardiac care, you take me there. Needed air, needed space, needed you to resuscitate me. Thank you.
Hello. So first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Michael for inviting me to speak here. And I would like to tell you guys a little story. So last night, I was at an NBA game, Knicks versus the Nets, and these two little kids, my teacher's little kids came along, and they didn't have any money to buy food. So I'm like, I'll buy you some food, like, what do you want? And they were like, a pretzel and a soda. So I bought them a pretzel and a soda, and it wasn't that much. And then when I gave them the food after I got it, I got this warm, fuzzy feeling. And in my head, I'm thinking like, whoa, I actually did something for another person. And that just gave me the best feeling in the world. Like, I don't think I've ever felt like that before. And I got a prize out of it. When we went back to our seats, I told my teacher that I bought her kids some food. And she was like, how much was it? I'm like, I don't think it was that much. It was only like $10. And you know what she did? She gave me $10 back. And that just made me even more like happy and made me feel good. So, thank you.
How's everybody doing? All right. Before I start, I'm gonna give you a little bit of my background. I'm 19. I go to this is my first year at Brookdale, major in journalism. I've been writing poetry, I'll say about 7 years. I started in 6th or 7th grade. Being that it's Black History Month, this is a poem called Black History. It's about that time of year again, when black people get their praise. All the women, girls, boys, and men have all been through that stage. Feeling really awkward and feel we don't fit in. But now we're moving forward, not because of the color of our skin. Give thanks to those who changed a lot back in the past. Garrett A. Morgan arranged traffic lights, which is a blast. Rosa Parks, you must not forget the history of the bus. Because of her, they let us sit without a fuss. George T. invented the dryer that used heat from the stove. Granville Wood with tools and pliers created all the railroads. John Love invented the sharpener in 1897. C.B. Brooks with the street sweeper, and that I think's a legend. There are facts we might not know, but are out there and it's true. Like Africa discovered banjos played by them till 1802. Nancy Green, a former slave, was the face of Aunt Jemima, but they wanted to see her cave, so was hit by a car behind her. We all have a dream today. Martin Luther still lives on. And I just don't know what to say. Because of him, we are so strong. We should unite and express all because the inner history lies. and one day we'll be successful because Black history is in our eyes.
This is called grimy, because this is how people I felt that I was hanging out around with were acting, so it's how I'm feeling right now. So I mean, I'm not trying to hurt anybody, so don't get it, yes, whatever. The game is all messed up. You go inside of an abyss, come out ready to learn them, but then you have to become a phoenix and burn them. See, the thing about respects is that you always have to earn them. I tried to give dudes gems. I'm talking to myself, they ain't really listening. Now I'm living how I live, and you're still in the prison. Tell me how the view is from inside the system. I can never go back, even if I tried. I always told the truth, even when I lied, because I always stayed true to myself inside. Remained a man, even when I would always cry. See, there's certain things you dudes can't talk about. Real life mobbing with angels, always mashing out. Trying to dig up the root of all evil, while you're looking lost with your eyes all evil. Third eye open, and you're looking real see-through. Now it's so clear that you were never my people. It's a shame that it has to be this way. I showed love, you showed hate, even when I was chilling peacefully. I thought we were cool, smoking blizzies every day, just to find out the whole time you were beasting me. I never even liked weed, it effed up my head. I chilled to talk solutions, tell you what I read, get you out the trap, but you always fled. I tried to save your soul, but you'd rather live dead. The pain is... How did I even do that? Sorry. Don't think I'm playing God, but he sent me for a reason. Angel without wings, here to release you from the treason. I'm Hades, but you switching like seasons. Try to marry you for their own selfish pleasing. Oh, you thought I was asleep and didn't realize? Acting like me with your phony disguise. Broke up with your girl, telling bold-faced lies. Then I spit real bars, and then you changed your whole vibe. Not knowing I was really caring, looking inside your eyes, felt it in my heart, damn near cried. I guess there's some things your dad didn't talk about. Like to earn respect, you always have to dish it out. Or how to use your hands, arm lift, twisted out. Weight never matters when you know what your fist about. Or to live free, you always have to be yourself. And if you talk about guns, you'll only see Delph. Shout out Dashi. I didn't want to tell this, but your family dynamic was the reason I was jealous.
But the song I'm performing tonight is a dedication to Black History Month. Stuff that we deal with today, that we have been going through, and hopefully we can gather up and change. What's going on, brother? It's called Try. Times are changing, wish that things were the way they used to be when we were young and innocent. Children dying and all the mothers are crying out. Unfair imprisonment, this is the life I live. Coming from where I'm from, the streets don't love you, they only take you away from the ones that do. So true. But if we try together, the end of separation, united as a nation, if we try, oh try, we can end this mass incarceration and build a new foundation if we try. If we try. If we try. Every day I wake up wondering what life would be if we were given a second chance, yeah. Hopes to recreate a positive community. I just want you to understand, this is the life I live. Coming from where I'm from, the streets don't love you, they only take you away from the ones that do. So true. But if we try together,
But in the separation, united as a nation if we try, oh try. We can end this mass incarceration and build a new foundation if we try. If we try, if we try. I'm recreating the kings and queens, yeah. I know all of my life may never seem fair. Maybe the lack of structure and no father around. My mother had to hold it down, no, I'm living the dream, yeah. Not everything is what you see, but if you look a little deeper, then you might see everything you wanna be, and that's a king. I wear my crown proud for my brothers and sisters. I promise I'ma hold it down. Keep your head high, chin up and chest out. Each one teach one, so nobody gets left out. They say sky's the limit, ain't no limit to the sky. Stand together as a unit, we can do it if we try. If we try together. In the separation, united as a nation if we try, oh try. We can end this mass incarceration and build a new foundation if we try. If we try, if we try. Every day I wake up wondering what life would be if we were given a second chance. Thank you.
So my name is Rashida Young. I'm a graduate of Asbury Park High School, and I'm also a university professor, and I teach English. And so one night we had an event called I Am Not My Hair, Maybe. And this poem is in response to the idea of I am not my hair. The title of the poem is called Reflection. I am not your soldier, your exotic, your freak, your soul sister mystique. I am not your revolution, nor your closed fist pumping, black liquid leather wearing, loud mouth woman. I am not your image of revolution, your angry black, unapproachable colleague, woman, student, sister, friend. I am not your Angela Davis, Assata Shakur, your constructed symbol of blackness, or your tofu-eating, vegan being superwoman balancing a gabillion things myth. I don't want that tricked out cubic zirconia S strapped across these delicious breasts. I am not your curly, your nappy, your good hair mulatto, cornrow, blown out, doobied woman. I am not your 16-inch Brazilian bundle, gold digging, conniving, overworked, stressed out, loving baby mama. I'm not even your Gucci Louboutin. I'm not even your Christian Louboutin or Gucci. I am not your box. I am not your sweet mama, your John side piece, your nostalgic tip to black exploitation, Foxy Brown, Shaka Khan, oh, sweet thing. I am not your tough, I'm not your angry, I'm not your malady, nor your baby. I am not your unresolved Oedipus complex, your unstable relationship with your father, your fantasy, Revlon, or Hawaiian Silky. I am not your food, your pedestal, your trophy, no, nor reward. Instead, I am woman, soft, demure, whole. Look at me. Can't you see? I am more. I am not your label, your exaggerated tale, nor your juicy fabrication exchanged like DAP on buzzing gray street corners. I'm not your 24-hour, then soon to be expired pineapple delight. I am you. Curious, creating, brilliant, insecure, yearning, soft, malleable, wanting, needing, beautiful, you. Can you see me?
Wow.
Yay, I'm glad you liked it. So this next poem I wrote years ago, and men often say they don't know what women want. Well, here's the poem, take notes. This poem is called Instructions. Pens and paper ready. Instructions. Sometimes I feel lonely. Sometimes the loneliness is so deep that sometimes I wish there was a blue or red pill to make it all go away. Sometimes I feel lost and don't know what to say, and most times I've decided it's okay. Sometimes I want to sit and tell you the stuff I only tell the pages of my private story. I want to be honest with you, not be ashamed to tell you I miss you when I do, tell you I need you when I do, be brave with you. Then yet sometimes I cry for no reason, and sometimes, most times, I need you to be there. Sometimes I want to feel a connection so deep and so pure that only God can extinguish or intensify. I want our connection to be so deep that when we are apart, we can still feel each other's presence. Sometimes I want you to be in my bed waiting to hold me around my waist beads. Then you'll lightly press your lips up and down the faint hair of the hardness of my spine. Sometimes, all the time, I want you to kiss that spot right behind my neck, repeatedly, softly. Please cradle my breast while you do. Let me kiss you when God's rays slither through Venetian blinds, playing tag with our eyes. Allow me to take your hand and rest it between my thighs as I taste the funk of last night's love resting on your lips. Let me kiss you until that thin line connecting my tongue to the floor of my mouth hurts. Let me suck the softness of your bottom lip like a pacifier, like a mother's breast, or like the sweet, juicy, succulent piece of cold watermelon. Miguel's adorn will be our alarm clock. These lips can't wait to taste your skin, baby, and these eyes can't wait to see your grin. Sometimes I just want to be quiet, and each time I'll need you to participate. Sometimes I don't know when to let go of a point that I'm especially passionate about. When I do this, I'm asking you to listen to me. Please do. Sometimes I'm messy in my car. It's atrocious. Love me anyway. Sometimes I can be the most thoughtful person you'll ever meet, and still others I may forget the smallest of detail. Remind me still. Sometimes I like to hold hands, and sometimes I don't. Touch me, please. Sometimes amongst a field of grass, I want to be your single blade, standing only for you. Sometimes I want you all the time, and sometimes that's most of the time. Thank you.
So, back in the day, in the 70s, some of y'all too young to know about that. I'm young too, but they used to party, so we had to bring it back. Clap, 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 clap. Hey, hey. Clap, 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 clap. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go. Come on. What you want? Hey, some disco. Hey, some funk. Everybody, come on. What you want? Hey, some disco. Hey, some fun. Y'all know how we do now. From boys with the throwback new sound. Bring it up to the press, some hip hop. Y'all know about us, we never stop. Y'all know we'll make you move feet. If you can't even dance on that beat, y'all asked us to keep going. Farm boys in the music, yeah, we flowing. Got everybody on the floor rocking. Young and old ages on the floor popping. To that real music, that throwback sound was affluent. And you act like you know that. Just listen to the beat, throwback. Let's dance the night away. You ask what we say. What you want? Hey, some disco. Hey, some fun. Everybody, come on. What you want? Hey, some disco, some fun, Party people is going down. The former boys with a disco sound. Turn the back, the hands of time. The former boys in the Soul Train line. Come on, y'all, don't act snooty. Get on the floor and shake your booty. Former boys with a new swag. We bring it back in the old way. Gonna be a disco night, dancing under the strobe light. I just can't get enough of this funky disco stuff. So shake, shake, shake your rump. See the former boys get the place to bump. Shake, shake, shake your rump. See the former boys get the place to bump. Hey, what you want? Hey, some disco. Hey, some fun. Everybody, come on. What you want? Hey, some disco. Some fun. Let's go. Come on. All right, I'm done, y'all.
I want to introduce to you the third board member of our organization. I did tell her I was going to call up where she could share a few words about what intrigues her about this organization, what she seems to accomplish, and just expressing herself. So I want you guys to give a nice, warm welcome for Irene. Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing space, for being here. My name is Irene, and I'm originally from El Paso, Texas, a border town, and moved here 5 years ago next month, and I live in Asbury Park. And for the last couple of years, I was working in the city with young people, and changed circumstances, and I'm here in Asbury Park now, and I'm really excited to be connecting locally. And just the universe has really brought me on this path and this journey, and really connected me with Rodney and Michael, and just reached out to them because I just want to continue the work that I was doing in the city on a local level. And the young people that I worked with for the past 3 years in New York City were some of the most unique and special individuals that have impacted my life in words that I can't even express, and have really made me the person that I am today, sharing experiences with one another, and it has really been a gift, and I'm excited to start a different journey, another just as beautiful and brilliant one here with you all. And it's just been an honor and such a gift. And I recently embarked on a yoga teacher training last fall, and want to really connect that work and that work of self-discovery here locally. And it's been an honor to be participating and facilitating our new group, Conscious Light, every Monday, and already have met some brilliant souls that I hope to continue to get to know better, and also share bits and pieces of myself with you all. So thank you so much for being here, for supporting your community, for coming together, for creating a home with one another. It's been such a pleasure and such a warm welcome, and I hope to get to know each and every one of you better as we move forward. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks.
Hi everyone. Hello. Welcome again to Open Mic Night. It's amazing to see the turnout. It's beautiful how this has grown and really been transforming all the kids' lives that's come through this space, and who's been interacting with Rod and Michael, and just thank you guys. Without you all, this would not be happening, so we really do appreciate that. I will, in the spirit of Black History Month, I'll be performing a piece by Maya Angelou, actually 2 pieces if I have enough time, wonderful, wonderful, prolific author. Love her with everything, and if you don't know about her life, certainly, definitely look her up. She's been amazing, and certainly a huge, huge contributor to our history, not only Black history, but American history. So this first piece I'm going to perform is, we all know it, Phenomenal Woman. And this one I want to do in dedication to a very phenomenal woman of my life, my mommy, the Reverend Pastor, whatever you want to call her, K.Y.D.S, who's the strongest woman that I know. And because of her, I am here, and I love you with all my heart. And this is also for all the phenomenal women in this room, and all the men who love and appreciate us. All right? Pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling lies. I say, it's the reach of my arms, the span of my hips, the stride of my step, the curl of my lips. I am woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman, that's me. I walk into a room just as cool as you please. Into a man, the fellows stand or fall down on their knees. They swarm around me as a hive of honeybees. I say, it's the fire in my eyes, the flash of my teeth, the swing in my waist, and the joy in my feet. I am woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman, that's me. Men themselves have wondered what they see in me. They try so much, but they can't just touch my inner mystery. When I try to show them, they all say they still cannot see. So I say, it's the arch of my back, the sun of my smile, the ride of my breasts, the grace of my style. I am woman, phenomenally phenomenal woman, that's me. So now you understand just why my head is not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. Why? Because when you see me passing, I ought to make you proud. I say, it's the click of my heels, the bend of my hair, the palm of my hand, the need of my care. Because I am woman, phenomenally woman, that's me. Thank you. And the next piece that I'm going to perform tonight is Still I Rise, again, another Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may tread me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders folding down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness. But still, like air, I rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come like a surprise? That I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting in between my thighs. Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from the past that's rooted in pain, I rise. Up from the past that's rooted on a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bared in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors bear, I rise. I am the dream and I am the hope of the slave. And still, I rise, and still, I rise, I rise. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Romelo Union. I just want to give you a little bit of my background before I go into the poem. I'm 19 years old. I work here at the Kula Cafe. I graduated at Neptune High School in 2014. Yeah, so that's awesome. I actually wrote this poem the other day. James had reminded me that poetry open mic was tonight, and I was like, man, I don't have none. I gotta write something. So last night I was at Taco Bell, and I was just thinking of something to write. Yeah, I was at Taco Bell. I was eating some chips and some chips and some cheese, just thinking. I was like, I want to write something. When I write poetry, like I always want to write something like that I'm feeling at the moment, because I feel like I can get more into it. So this poem is called "Stay Positive." All right. So I said, in life we have a lot of ups and downs, happy moments with smiles, and sad ones with frowns. Like when I was 15, feeling all alone, no one to turn to, finding ways to eat on my own. Lost in Hurricane Sandy, man, she was deadly. I was sleeping in abandoned houses, shivering heavy, saying to myself, son, please come up. This cold is not for me, I'm so fed up. Luckily there was one thing that kept me strong, and that was knowing that God was always tagging along. He had my back when I was that homeless kid. He had my back when no one else did. So yes, God moves in mysterious ways. Have faith in the dark, cause you'll see brighter days. Stay positive and peace.
This is my dedication to you. I promise to speak my truth, my whole truth and nothing but my truth, so help me. Well, let's just forget that next line because it usually begins by lying. We create justice for lies, but there's no justice for lies. Our justice system commits crimes to punish crimes. When it comes to inaction, there's no difference between the awake and those who are blind. True change is when we begin to see beyond our own eyes, extending our hands to compromise. I pledge allegiance, not to a flag or a nation, not the one that has created a society of dehumanization, disenfranchised, economic inequality, and mass incarceration, miseducation, corruption, deception, and CIA assassinations, police assassinations, political assassinations, religious assassinations. Things had not changed from 1998's war on the streets, war in the Middle East, and instead of a war on poverty, they have a war on drugs so the police can bother me. They say the United States is like the world police. But that makes a lot of sense because Libya must resemble Trayvon. Vietnam and Freddie Gray sang the same song. Mike Brown is a mayor of Iraq. Both Jaquan and Afghanistan were shot in the back. Too many countries and too many names. We lost space in our conscience and in our graves. And we can't forget about our own. A society that murders its own. Both Flint and Sandra were dealt the same fate. It's the ideological divisions in our minds that we create. Whether it's across the world or right here in America, it's all the same hate. Thank you.
This man said Libya must have been Trayvon. You know, that's some deep words right there. And it's not putting down America, but it's showing you the truth about what's going down in America, man. And sometimes the truth may hurt, but I appreciate those words, Brother Mike, and way to cap the night off. And I hope each and every last one of us enjoyed the show. But more than just enjoying the show, took something away from this show. And like when you leave here tonight, don't just let it be, okay, I saw some great poetry. Reflect on what resonated with your own heart and your soul. The words that touched you the deepest, and see how you could grow from it, how you could learn from it and make yourself a better person. Because there's one thing that I too believe. We have to end the separation and come back to wholeness. But in order for us to become whole as a society and a community and as a civilization, we must become whole within ourselves. The division and separation of our own thoughts in our mind are the things that's destroying us. And as it manifests internally, it manifests externally. And once we recognize if we really want to see change in the world, we all just have to do one thing. We all got to work on changing ourselves. And it is our goal as Conscious Youth Development and Service to help create a blueprint and a guide to help our youth recognize what they can do to help themselves grow internally, because the change is going to come. But I promise you one thing, man, all I can do is change myself. I can speak to you each and every day and tell you to do this and do that, but I realize the real work starts from within. So I ask each and every one of you guys, make it a point within your own life to be more aware, to become more conscious, and to make a difference in the community by making a difference within you. I love each and every last one of you. I thank you all for coming out here tonight. Thank you, Kula Cafe. Thank you, Brother James. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, Karen Hansen. And thank you, everybody, for coming out and supporting us. I'm Ronnie Solomon.
I'm Michael Mills. We're at Kula Cafe,
And you're watching APTV.